Kadosh, good evening. Masechet Yevamot Daf Gimel Amud Aleph 53a1. We were just continuing where the Gemara said that Rav Shiravya Amar. Rav Shiravya comes and Rav Shiravya says, B'chalitza keshera, when we're talking about a case of a Yavam that is doing chalitza at the beginning to his Yevama, and then right? So we said that the chalitza is going to be keshera, right? If he told her that get married to me through the zikah of the yevamim, so therefore what? Everybody agrees that it's not going to be chal. Why? Because the chalitza took away completely the zikah. Meaning once you do chalitza, you completely take away the zikah, which is the connection. We're talking about a chalitza pesula. Yeah? More savar. Where we have Nun Gimel Amud Aleph. Mamash at the beginning. Nun Gimel. 53. Yeah? So it says, yeah, Ravashi Amar. Ravashi comes and he says, Dechule alma chalitza pesula ena poteret. That according to everybody, chalitza psula is not going to exempt. But here the machloket is there a tnai in chalitza or not? More savar ish tnai b'chalitza. One of them holds that there's a chalitza al tnai, which means that if you are mekayem the tnai, you will not take away the zikah, you do not take away the connection, the bond between them. Or more savar, and the other one holds en tnai b'chalitza. There's no tnai with the chalitza. Okay, and therefore, if right now the chalitza does take away the zikah, even though there was no t'nai that was fulfilled. Okay, that's the pshat of Ravashi. Another explanation, Ravina. So remember, we had Rav Shravya, we had Ravashi, and now we're having Ravina. Ravina Amar, Ravina comes and he says, "Dechule alma yesh t'nai b'chalitza." According to everybody, there is a condition on chalitza, which means that he placed a t'nai on the chalitza, but he wasn't kafalet a t'nai. But over here, yeah, bet'nai kaful kamipalgeh. The machloket is, does it have to be a t'nai kaful? More savar ba'inan t'nai kaful, more savar, right? Lo ba'inan t'nai kaful. You know what a t'nai kaful is or not? T'nai kaful is, for example, if you do this, then this will happen. If you don't do this, then this will happen. That's called a t'nai kaful. A double condition. Kaful is double. Kaful is double. So therefore, double, right? So it has to be a double condition. Meaning this: if I only tell you, listen, about hockey, if you come to Daf Yomi, you get a prize. Okay, but what else you don't come? I tell you there's a punishment. Right? So if I don't tell you the other way around, I didn't give you a t'nai kaful. I only gave you a single way to do it. I have to give you a t'nai kaful, a double way. Okay? Fine. 2 dots. 2 dots on Nun Gimel Amud Aleph. 53a. 2 dots. Chalatz ve'asa ma'amar ve'natan get u'ba'al. If a person did chalitza, then he did ma'amar, and he gave a get, and he had the relations, right? So therefore, he says over here, en achar chalitza kelum. There is nothing after chalitza. So says the Gemara, v'nitne nami. Why don't we learn also en achar bia kelum? What does that mean? En achar bia kelum? That there's nothing after bia. So he says, Abai v'Rava Damatavayu, Abai v'Rava both taught, Tani en achar bia kelum. You're right. That's how you're supposed to learn. You're supposed to learn en achar bia kelum. Okay? V'tana didan hatarat yevama lashuk adif leh. However, though, why did he say en achar chalitza kelum? He preferred saying en achar chalitza kelum instead of en achar bia kelum because hatarat yevama lashuk is better. Meaning the chidush to us to permit the yevama to the marketplace is a bigger chidush than what we said right now. En achar bia kelum. Next, 2 dots. Echad yevama achat ve'echad shtei yevamot. Doesn't matter whether it's going to be 1 yevama or 2 yevamot, right? To 1 yavam, it's all the same halacha. Matznit de lo ke ben azai. So our mishnah is not like ben azai. The Tanya we learned on the right. Ben azai omer ben azai says, yesh ma'amar achar ma'amar b'shnei yevamin v'yevama achat. There is going to be 1 ma'amar after another ma'amar with 2 yevamin and 1 yevama. Ve'en ma'amar achar ma'amar b'shnei yevamot v'yevam echad. But there's not going to be a ma'amar after ma'amar with 2 yevamot with 1 yavam. So according to Shita ben Azai, it's only going to be with 2 yavams and 1 yavama, but not with 2 yevamot and one Yavam. Keitzad, what is the case exactly? So it says Ma'amar lezu v'Ma'amar lezu. So Lema Mesayele, why don't we just say that this is going to be a proof to Shmuel? Damar Shmuel, but says Shmuel, chalatz leba'alat ha'ma'amar. If they did chalitza to ba'alat ha'ma'amar, okay, lo niftera tzarata. So it's not going to exempt the tzarata. Utyufta Rav Yosef, and this is a contradiction. This is a refutation against Rav Yosef. So says the Gemara, no. Why? Mi katani choletz. Does it say that he did choletz, which means that he did chalitza to another yevama? It said chalatz ketani. Chalatz ketani means b'diavad, meaning it's not a din lechatchila, it's a din b'diavad because it already happened. Okay, get lezo veget lezo, right? To the two dots again, right? One get to one and then another get to another. Lema Mesayele, why don't we just say that this is a proof to what? To Rabba Baravuna. Te'ama Rabba Baravuna says Rabba Baravuna chalitza psula tzarich lachzor al kol achim. We learned this a few times already. And whenever you do a chalitza psula, every one of the brothers has to do chalitza. Meaning usually one brother does chalitza, it's already enough. When it's a chalitza psula, every single one of the brothers have to do chalitza. My tzrichot, what does it mean then tzrichot? Tzrichot de alma. The kavanah is Yevamos b'derech klal, not tzrichot chalitza from everyone, but rather it's talking about a chalitza in general, right? That means we're talking about in general they need this chalitza. Get lezo v'chalatz zezu. What happens if he gave a get to one and chalitza to the other one? So lema mesayel l'Shmuel, this is a proof to Shmuel. But you have to Yosef. So says the Gemara the same answer. Miktani choletz chalatz ktani. Again, it's b'diavad. It's not lechatchila. Meaning, if we would have said lechatchila, then it's good proof. But if it's b'diavad, so then okay, you can bring a proof. Chalatz vechalatz or chalatz. Okay? So says the Gemara. Velitne nami en achar bia klum. Why don't we teach that there's nothing after bia at all? So Abaye v'Rava, Damni Tavayu Abaye v'Rava, and both of them taught. Tani en achar bia klum v'tana didan hatarat Yevam alashuk adifalei. It says no, the exact same answer as we learned before. The exact same thing. That it was much better to teach that the hatarat Yevam alashuk was much stronger. Okay? Ben Yavam Hechal l'shtei Yevamot. So says the Gemara, Bishlam and Rabbi Yochanan, it's good according to Rabbi Yochanan, Damar Kula Beita Blavkai. If you're going to tell me that the entire house is an Isur Lav, meaning we know that there's an Isur for the entire house, right? That means once you did a Yavam, did a Chalitza to one of them, that's it. So he says, Itzich Lashminan, so it comes to teach you, then Kiddushin Tosim B'chayve Lavin. So this is like Rabbi Akiva. Rabbi Akiva says that Kiddushin is not going to be Tofes B'chayve Lavin. Ela le Shakish, but according to the Shakish, the Amar that he says, Kula Beita Bekaret Kai, that it's all going to be Bekaret. Itzich Lashmin, and then Kiddushin Tosim B'chayve Karet, you have to teach you. Which means like this. What happens right now if somebody already did Chalitza? And after doing Chalitza, one of the brothers come and they get married to this woman. Yeah, what is it?
He didn't do the Chalitza.
No. He did do a Chalitza. One of the brothers. No, you don't need the second one. One brother did chalitza. Tamarnu Kaddish. Now another brother comes and he has relations with the sister-in-law, right? The one that the husband died. So now what happens? So there's a machloket whether it's an isur lav or an isur karet. If it's an isur lav, because once it became that it was it was a heter to do yibum. You didn't do yibum, but now you have a lav that once you did chalitza, you're not allowed to get married to her again. But now it becomes an isur lav. It's not an isur karet. It's an isur lav. So according to that, so then it's teaching us that there's not going to be kiddushin, it's not going to be tofsim b'chayve lavin. But if you're going to tell me now that it's a karet, that means if somebody comes and he lives with her now, we're talking about one of the brothers, it's a karet, eshetach.
Eshetach is karet?
Eshetach is always karet, except for yibum. That was the heter of yibum. Heter of yibum is teaching you that you're allowed to. So now here though, according to this, that it's going to be eshet ach is going to be karet. So therefore he says, what, you have to teach me now that by chayve kritut, obviously we know that kiddushin is not tofsim chayve kritut. So Amaleh Shakish is going to tell you the litamech, and according to your reason. Seifa dektani, the seifa which teaches you Baal asa ma'amar. What happens if you did be'ilah? And after be'ilah, you did ma'amar. So you did bi'ah and then ma'amar. Okay, so you got married and then you did the ma'amar. So then what happened? Itzich l'shminan, so it comes to teach you, then kiddushin to shtish. What are you going to tell me that kiddushin is not going to be tofes in shtish? I don't understand you. After the first Yavam came and he already had relations with her, it's 100% his wife. So therefore what? Obviously it's not going to be kiddushin tofsim, right? That's it. Obviously automatically it's his wife. So says the Gemara, I did Tana hatarat Yavam echav Yevama achat. Once teaches you right? The Tarat Yavam Echad Yevama Achat. Tanenami, we also learned 2 Yevamot and 1 Yavam. But I did the Tana, now that it taught you 2 Yevamot and 1 Yavam, we also learned 2 Yevamin and 1 Yevama. Okay? Nun Gimla Mubet, 2 dots. Okay? Chalatz ve'asa ma'amar. Okay? Chalatz ve'asa ma'amar. So you did chalitza and you did ma'amar. Venatan get to Baal. So says the Gemara. Yeah? So it says over here like this. Bishlema chalatz ve'asa ma'amar. I understand if you did chalitza and then you did ma'amar. Itzrich. Yeah, because you need it. Sal kadait, I mean, I would have thought said nigzor ma'amar, the batar chalitza. You should make a gezerah. Ma'amar after chalitza, because of ma'amar before chalitza. Kamashmalan comes teach you the lo gazrinan, but we don't make that decree. Ella chalatz v'natan get lamali. But if you did chalitza and then you give a get, so why do I need it then? So says the Gemara, v'litamech, and according to your reasoning, ema seifa. Let's see the seifa. Baal ve'asa ma'amar. If he did bi'ila and then ma'amar, Baal v'natan get, or Baal and he gave a get. Bishlama Baal v'natan get. I understand if he gave the get, itzrich, we need it. Why? Sal kadai domina. I would have thought said nigzor get the batar bi'ila to get the kameh bi'ila. Right? We make a gezerah. The get which is after bi'ila with the get which is before bi'ila. Kamash Malan comes teach you the lo gazrinan. We don't make such a decree. Okay? Aval Baal ve'asa ma'amar lamali. But if we did bi'ila and then ma'amar, so why do I need that case? I did the Tana, but since we needed chalatz samamar, Tananami, Baal v'asamamar. Since we already taught chalatz and then you did mamar, we taught Baal v'asamamar. So I did the Baal mitne Baal v'natan get, since we already taught Baal v'natan get. So Tananami chalatz v'natan get. Okay? 2 dots. Bizman shehi b'techila. So we said that the bi'ila doesn't matter whether it's going to be in the beginning, middle, or the end. Okay? Matzliti de lo kaitana. Our Mishnah is like this Tana. The Tanyas we learned to the right. Rabbi Yosef ben Yochanan, Ish Yerushalayim Omer Mishum, Rabbi Min, Acha Bila ve'acha Chalitza betchila en achrei haklum, me'emtza v'sof yesh achrei haklum. At the beginning, right, there's nothing after it. But in the middle or the end, there is something afterwards. And there's going to be 3 machlokot b'davar. What are the 3 machlokot b'davar? He says, Tanakama Savar, the Tanakama holds Biyah, right? Dikal migzar gazrina and Chalitza deleka migzar gazrina. One of them holds that there's a time for the decree. So when you can make a decree, a gezerah, so you're going to make the gezerah. Chalitza, that you cannot make the gezerah. There's no reason to make that gezerah, right? So we're not going to make a gezerah, which means even though biyah psula is not going to be mafkia legamre, the zikah, right? And it's still going to place something after it, still chalitza psula, there's nothing after it. Okay, but Rabbi Nechemia Savar, Rabbi Nechemia holds, biyah nami lekal migzar. We're not going to make a gezerah for biyah. Kamarta ligzor biyah achar get. Make a gezerah biyah after get. So he said the kamarta ligzor achar get. He says mishum biyah achar chalitza. So given the chalitza is doraita made the yad, everyone knows about it. Kamarta. So now that you just said ligzor biyah achar mamar, make a gezerah for biyah after mamar because of biyah achar biyah. Given the biyah made doraita, once biyah is doraita, hamid the yediah. You already know about it. The Abba Yossi ben Chanan savar like Rabbanan, and us Abba Yossi ben Chanan holds like Rabbanan. The gazri b'biyah v'gazar chalitza mishum biyah. You made a gezerah on biyah, and you made a gezerah because of the biyah. Hadran alach, Rabban Gamliel. We finished the chapter. Okay, Perek Shishi. Shishi. Yeah, we're starting with chapter 6th chapter. Okay,
Do it now.
we're gonna do it now. So now it says over here like this. Yeah, Abal Yevimto. If somebody has relations with the Yevamah, ben b'shogeg, ben b'mezid, whether it's shogeg or b'mezid. Yeah, ben be'ones, ben beratzon, whether it was force majeure or beratzon, which means that he had relations with Hashem Znud, not because of Yibum, right? Afilu shogeg v'mezida, doesn't matter whether he's shogeg and she's mezida, or who mezid, he's shogeg, it's the opposite. He's mezid and she's shogeg. Or who anos v'ilo anasa, he anosa v'ulo anos. Doesn't matter what's what.
Any possible way.
Any possible way. Echada me'arev echada gomer. Doesn't matter if he did idru. The hara means that he didn't have complete relations, and gomer means he finishes complete relations. Kana, he acquires her as his wife. Meaning yibum is done in any way or form. whether it's a full relations, not a full relations, whether it's going to be honest or it's not the biyah. That's it. Yeah, velo chilek ben biyah lebiyah. There's no difference even between biyah kedarka and biyah shelo kedarka, which means that even if he had through the back part, it's also considered his wife. Yeah. Mishnah mefureshet. Listen to this. V'chen haba alachat mikol arayot sheba Torah. Anybody that has relations with any of the arayot, which are brought down in the Bible, in the Torah, pesulot, right? Or if somebody's going to have relations with a psulot, which is basically a woman that is going to be pasul to him. For example, almana lekohen gadol, almana, which is a widow to a kohen gadol, grusha v'chalutza to a regular kohen. But remember, a kohen gadol cannot get married to nobody, not even an almana. But a regular, right, could get married to a kohen idiot, right? An almana, but a grusha v'chalutza, not even to a kohen idiot. Mamzeret v'netina to a Yisrael. Bat Yisrael mamziru natin. Pesala, he was poselota la kiuna, which means any type of these biot is also going to be posel. Because it doesn't have to be that, it doesn't matter, even if it's shelo kedarka, even if it's going to be kedarka, lo kedarka, honest, he honest, hu beshogeg, he beshogeg, it doesn't matter. Velo chilek ben biyah lebiyah. There's no difference in biyah and biyah. So says the Gemara. Yeah, Gemara nun gimel amud bet, nu perek, Gemara. Says the Gemara, my afilu. What does it mean in the Mishnah? What does it mean when it says afilu hu shogeg vehi mezida? Yeah. He says, what does it mean afilu? Says the Gemara, lo mi baya kama. Mazot omeret lo mi baya kama. It doesn't mean. What does that mean? We don't need it. It says we didn't need lo mi baya, not only in a case where hu shogeg. Not only in a case where he's going to be shogeg and she has kavanah to do a mitzvah. Inami, or the other way around. Hu mezid, right? He's doing it purposely, Hashem znut, and she's doing it for a mitzvah. Ela filu hu shogeg vehi mezida. But even if he's shogeg and she's mezida, tetarvayu lo kamechavne, that they both don't have the kavanah. Yeah, l'shem mitzvah. It's still going to be koneh, which means that even though there's no kavanah for both sides, that there's no kavanah, right, for both. It's going to be which one?
He touched, he both.
Exactly. Yeah, that's the way it is. Okay, fine. Says the Gemara, Tani Rabbi Chia, afilu shenehem shogegim. Yeah, even if both of them are going to be shogim, shnehem ezidim, shnehem anusim. It's all going to be the same thing. Okay, fine. So says the Gemara. Anus de matnitin hechidami. Anus of our Mishnah, what is the case? Ilemar, what is the anus of our Mishnah? If you're going to tell me kishansu nochrim, that the nochrim came and they forced her, ubalea, and they had relations with her. Rava said, enonis lerva, if he shen kishui leledat, there's no such thing as honest. Why is there no such thing as honest? For a person to become, right, to have relations, right, what has to happen? His organ has to become strong. In order for his male organ to become strong, that means that there was a ratzon. Because it cannot happen if there was a ratzon. It had to be with your will. They can't make you. They can't. What?
The lady will?
No, the man.
So he's
the man.
Honest.
There's no honest. En honest lerva lefi she'en kishui ela ledat. What does that mean? You need your da'at to have kishui. If you need your da'at to have the male organ to become hard, so therefore it's not honest. So answers the Gemara. Yeah, you know what happened? He was sleeping, which means that he was sleeping. Yeah, and he was sleeping, so he didn't realize. He became right in the male organ. He became aroused, but he was sleeping. So that's honest. That could be honest. And then the Gemara is going to ask, Yashan lo kana b'ivim tov. Says, yeah, but 1 second. If he's Yashan, if he's going to be Yashan right now, so therefore he's not koneh b'ivim tov, right? He cannot acquire if he's sleeping. Right, because if he's sleeping, he doesn't have that. So therefore, you made a case of honest. But so he said, no, Ella benitka, right? What happened is he fell from the roof, right? And he nitka b'ivimto. What does that mean? He fell on top of her, and basically what happened was nitkaba. And all of a sudden, right, it went in. So he says here, Vehamar Rabba, and this is going to be tomorrow's Daf.